Now I'd like to go over some of the basics of billing. To set up a recurring charge for a customer, go to the Billing tab on their Customer Master screen and bring up the customer that you'd like to add a monthly charge for. Once the customer is on screen, under the Billing tab on the box on the left side labeled Charges, you want to right-click on an empty space and select Add Code. You can now choose which code to add as their monthly charge from your list of preset codes. You can then choose the rate and quantity of their monthly charge. When you're happy with that, go ahead and hit Save, and it will add it to the charge window. From the screen, you can create more than one code, and you can edit the charges at any time. Keep in mind that any changes you make to the code in this window will only apply to this customer. If you're ready to start billing this customer, first you want to make sure that their billing dates are correct. If you're billing this customer individually, go to the General tab and check that their billed through date is the date before the current billing cycle. Let's say we want to bill this customer for the 1st of January 2008. Then we want to make sure that the billed through date is 12/31/07, the day before the current cycle begins. Once this date is saved, the system will know to bill this customer individually starting on January 1st for their first billing cycle. But let's say you wanted to bill this customer not as an individual, but the entire group of customers at once. To prepare an entire group for billing, once each customer in the billing group has been assigned a charge, you'll want to go to Setup, Codes, and Billing Groups, and double-click on the billing group that you'd like to edit. Following our previous example, let's say this billing group needs to be set up for their first billing cycle on January 1st of 2008. Under the Build and To dates, we'll want to enter in 12/01/07 to 12/31/07 to show that the next billing cycle should begin on January 1st, 2008. Hit Save and exit the screen. Once that's finished, the customer or group of customers can be easily billed with a click of a button, either as an individual by going to Billing, Individual, Recurring Charges, or as a group by going to Billing, Group, Recurring Charges. You can now see that if I select the group that I just edited in Billing Groups, they're set up for January 1st, 2008 to January 31st, 2008, the correct first cycle of our billing. At this point in billing, you'd want to make sure to create a backup copy of your database file to a disk or a removable hard drive before using the recurring charges billing, because it will be permanent once the bill button is selected for a customer or a group of customers. Before committing to this billing, there's a couple other things we could first do. If you want to apply late charges, you go to Billing, Group, Late Charges, and apply for that group. If you'd like to preview your billing for this period, go to Billing, Group, Pre-Billing Report, and run a print preview for the group you're about to charge. You'll notice here that Smith Waste will not receive a recurring charge. Why is this? If you go back to your Customer Master screen, we'll see that their start date is at 08 instead of 07. Let's change this now. If we go back to the pre-billing report, we'll see that they're now set up for their correct recurring charge. Once everything looks perfect in the pre-billing report, you're ready to apply your charges. Once you're sure you're ready, select Bill from the Recurring Charges screen. A billing summary will automatically pop up, showing you the changes processed in this billing cycle. The system will be ready to automatically bill them for the next month cycle the next time you go to Recurring Charges and select the group. In our case, for February. To finish up this billing, a statement for this bill can be printed out by going to Billing, Group, Print Statements, and selecting the group that we'd like to print out. See, the statement date automatically matches. So go ahead and do a print preview we can see each page has a different customer. Smith Waste charged for $35. If we take a second to go back to the customer master screen, we'll see that our build through date is updated, as well as the balance and the history. If for any reason you ever want to reprint these statements, make sure to select the correct statement date matching the date that you build, and check Reprint for specified date.